Most soldiers think becoming an Army pilot requires a college degree. That's actually not true. In this video, I'll explain exactly what Warrant Officer Flight Training is, who qualifies, and how you can earn a seat in Army Flight School. No bachelor's degree required. Here's the confusion. A lot of people assume the only way to fly for the Army is through ROTC or West Point, commissioning as an officer with a 4-year degree first. That path exists, but it's not the only one. WOFT, Warrant Officer Flight Training, lets you go straight from civilian life or straight from your enlisted job into flight school. No degree, no prior aviation experience, just the right qualifications and a strong packet. First, eligibility. To apply for Warrant Officer Flight School, you need to be at least 18 and not have passed your 33rd birthday at the time the selection board meets. Not when you apply, when the board actually convenes. That distinction matters because if you're 32 when you submit, but the board doesn't meet for a few months, you're still fine as long as you haven't hit 33 by board date. Age waivers exist, but they're handled case by case, so don't count on one. You'll also need a GT score of 110 or higher on the ASVAB. That one has no waivers. You need to be a US citizen, also no waivers. A high school diploma or GED is the minimum education requirement. Again, no waivers, but notice what's missing. No college degree requirement at all. You'll need a secret security clearance with no interim clearances accepted, and you'll need to meet Army height and weight standards. Next is the SIFT, the selection instrument for flight training. This is the aptitude test that measures whether you've got the raw ability to become a pilot. Spatial reasoning, mechanical comprehension, reaction time, and more. You need a minimum score of 40 to qualify, though a competitive packet usually aims higher since a stronger score makes the rest of your packet more competitive. The good news, your SIFT score doesn't expire as long as your official records exist, so once you pass it, it's done. Once you meet the basic requirements, you build your packet, and this is where most people either win or lose their shot. Your packet includes your SIFT score, a Class 1 flight physical approved by Army flight surgeons, letters of recommendation, ideally including one from a current or former Army aviator, a resume, and your service record if you're already enlisted. Boards don't interview you in person. Your packet is the only version of you they see. A generic forgettable packet gets a generic forgettable result. If you're selected, here's the road ahead. You'll attend Warrant Officer Candidate School, WOCS, which builds your foundation as a leader before you ever touch an aircraft. Attrition there is lower than most people expect, somewhere around 10 to 15%, mostly from physical standards or integrity issues, not academics. After WOCS, you commission as a Warrant Officer 1 and head straight to flight school at Fort Novosel, the Army's Aviation Center of Excellence. Initial entry rotary wing training runs 32 weeks and around 179 flight hours, broken into phases that take you from your first hover to your first aircraft qualification. Here's why this program matters. Warrant Officer Flight Training is the only way to become a U.S. Army aviator without a college degree. It's built for people who want to fly and are willing to earn it through performance, not paperwork from a university. That said, it comes with a real commitment, a service obligation starting at flight school graduation that typically runs a decade or more. This isn't a shortcut, it's a different door into the same cockpit. So, what should you actually do next? First, check your GT score. If it's under 110, that's your starting point. Second, start studying for the SIFT now. Even before you're ready to apply, a strong score is the single biggest lever you control. Third, if you're already enlisted, start a conversation with your chain of command about a WOFT packet. If you're a civilian, reach out to your local Army warrant officer recruiting contact. I'll cover exactly how to do each of these in upcoming videos.